Rappers Sheff G and Sleepy Hallow were indicted alongside 30 other gang members linked to 27 different acts of violence, including a dozen shootings, prosecutors and police announced Tuesday. The suspects are members of the 8 Trey Crips and the 9 Ways gangs, which teamed up to wage a years-long campaign of violence in Brooklyn, Gonzalez said. Sheff G and Sleepy Hallow rose to fame as rap musicians, starting their own record label and signing a deal with RCA Records. Police say that Sheff G is not a wannabe drill rapper. He is a legitimate person who made it good. He has gold records and has made a lot of money. And instead of using his fame and fortune for the betterment of himself and his family and those close to him, we allege that he used his fame and fortune to elevate gang violence in Brooklyn. Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez said the investigation started after the October 21, 2020 drive-by shooting on Hawthorne St. and Nostrand Ave in Prospect Lefferts Gardens, which killed Senior, an alleged Folk Nation gang member, and wounded 5 others. That shooting was sparked by a social media beef between Sheff G and a Folk Nation-affiliated rapper, and the 8 Trey Crips 9 Ways Alliance decided they'd shoot up the street that their rivals used as a hangout spot, Gonzalez said. Sheff G was slated to be released next month and is now facing 25 years in prison. Rapper 42 Dugg has shared details about the conditions he claims to be facing in prison. In a now-deleted Instagram post on Tuesday, the artist expressed his frustrations, including the lack of hot water for food and alleged attempts by U.S. Marshals to prevent his release. According to 42 Dugg, he was supposed to be released on October 14, 2021, but was illegally held without explanation by Atlanta U.S. Marshals, who disagreed with his bond granted by a federal judge in Detroit. He further stated that he was being kept in a county jail, which he described as 10 times worse than a prison. He expressed concern as a marshal allegedly asking about his home address. The rapper also mentioned that he had a court appearance for an old case but was denied access to a virtual hearing, which could potentially affect his eligibility for a halfway house. 42 Dugg claimed that guards informed him about the marshal's intentions to ruin his life and hinder his release. He expressed frustration over delays in paperwork processing and requested the assistance of a top civil lawyer in Georgia. The original legal issues date back to November 2019, when the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives received a tip that 42 Dugg had fired a weapon at an Atlanta gun range, violating his status as a convicted felon. Shy Glizzy got arrested over the weekend after cops say he pulled a gun on his girlfriend and threatened to harm her. He was arrested Saturday following a verbal altercation with his alleged girlfriend, which police say escalated to the point where Shy grabbed a firearm and made a threat. We're told the alleged incident played out on a public street around 9 a.m. Saturday, and Shy took off after the argument. West Hollywood Sheriff's deputies got involved and a criminal report was made. Shy was arrested and released after about 4 hours behind bars on a $50,000 bond. Shy Glizzy made a statement that the accusations against him are completely false and that he would never pull a weapon out or harm a female. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more news.